Hey, what's up fuckers? In this video, I'm going to be analyzing The Walking Dead Season 6 finale promo that was leaked by Fox UK. Now be warned, there are going to be major episode 15 and 16 spoilers in this video, so if you want to be completely surprised and not know anything, hit that X right now. I'll give you a couple of seconds. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, that's enough time. So anyways, as you can see, trailer starts off with Rick and the group in the RV headed to the desert where they're going to be cooking some of that sweet crystal blue persuasion with Walter White and Jesse Pinkman. Oh yeah, baby. Nah, I'm just kidding. Although that would be a pretty awesome crossover. Although Walter White is dead. But actually that would make it better because he could come back as a walker. And his name would be Walker White. Oh! And then they can add in some Game of Thrones references because you can have the White Walkers rolling with Walker White in The Walking Dead. Oh yeah, that's like a fucking TV showception right there, man. My brain just exploded. I know yours probably did too. But anyways, let's jump back into the motherfucking trailer. So the reason they're really in the RV is because apparently Maggie is sick or suffering from pregnancy complications. So they're trying to get her to the doctor in Hilltop. But from the looks of the trailer, they're not going to make it there because they are going to come across a lot of saviors. Now I do have a slight prediction for the finale or either episode 1 of season 7. And that is that Maggie will have a miscarriage. Just because I don't think there should be another baby in this show doesn't really make sense. They got Judith in the show and you barely see her. She's pointless to the story. And you see Carl holding her once in a while, Rick holding her once in a while. Poor Father Gabriel, he's basically the kid's stepdad because he's got her more than anybody. Although Father Gabriel's a badass now. He proved himself in episode 12, so they should be taking him out on these fucking dangerous missions and leaving Carl's ass to babysit his sister. At least that's the way I think it should be. But anyways, let's move on. So you can see we got Abraham. He looks pissed off like he's ready to rip off somebody's mother dick. You got Rick with a distressed look on his face. He's like, shit man, we keep killing these saviors and they keep popping back up. Motherfuckers are like herpes. Now this guy right here, a lot of people have been saying it's either Carol or Morgan, which makes no sense. As you can see, it's a white guy with brown hair. So that just rules that theory out. I think this is just an injured savior. And as you can see, we got Rick, Eugene, Aaron, Carl, Abraham, Sasha. Maggie's most likely still on the RV. And from what I read of episode 15, Daryl, Michonne, Glenn, and Rosita are going to get captured by Dwight. So that's a total of 11 characters that are going to be captured by the saviors that are going to be lined up in front of Negan. So make sure on April 3rd when the finale airs that you got a box of tissues because one of your favorites is going to be meeting Lucille. And sadly, I don't think they're going to be brave enough to take out one of the main characters. I think they're probably going to take out either Aaron or they're going to take out Abraham. And the reason I think they're going to take out Abraham with Lucille is because Denise got his comic death. So they gave the audience a sigh of relief like, whew, I thought Abraham was going to get his comic book death. It looks like we're going to have Abraham in season 7. But they might flip that around and be like, nope, he's getting Lucille'd. But anyways, we'll talk about that type of stuff a little bit later.
Good deal. Right here. Right now.
So you got Ricky Boy trying to make a deal. But some people just aren't down with the art of negotiation. Now, as you can see, that same body is rolled over and dead now. You could say he's probably taking a nap. He's just bored listening to these fuckers talk. He's like, y'all motherfuckers are boring me to death. I'm about to just go ahead and take a nap. Nah. This bitch is dead. So like I said, I think it's just an injured savior because look at his outfit. His outfit looks quite similar to the rest of them. Now, other than Negan, the other person I got excited for in this trailer is this guy right here, which is Stephen Ogg. because he played one of my favorite characters in GTA 5, which was Trevor. That motherfucker was a straight psychopath. After his performance in that game, he was in my top 5 candidates to portray Negan in the TV show before Jeffrey Dean Morgan was cast as Negan. Now, just picture him wearing Negan's outfit. Picture him with Lucille in his hand, and picture him with short black hair and no mustache. Dude, he would make the perfect Negan. I'm about to put a clip of GTA 5 up just so you can see why he would have made the perfect Negan.
Fucking shit! Cut! Who the fuck are you speaking to? Who? I'm talking to you, huh? You fuck! Johnny! Huh? Next time, don't get in my fucking face! I just saw a fucking ghost and I gotta hear your crap! Get up! Get up! Fuck you then!
See? But anyways, this video is not to talk about who should be playing Negan. I'm glad Jeffrey Dean Morgan is. I got chills when I heard him say, "Hi, my name's Negan," at the end of this trailer, man. Whew! Just shivered down my spine, wet my panties. Lord of mercy.
Now.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. I think Rick and the crew is definitely going to be taking these guys out. I don't think Stephen Ogg is going to be living long, which is sad. I think he should be one of Negan's main men that don't get killed for a long time, because he's a phenomenal actor. But he's been starring in a lot of shows, and he's only had like 1 episode appearances, like in Better Call Saul. He was in God, what was that other show? I don't know. He was like in a bar starting shit with somebody, but he's a phenomenal actor, and he deserves much larger roles.
Sorry, we don't negotiate.
You got Carl loading up the Beretta. You can tell this is definitely before they went out in the RV. Got Morgan on the horse, still looking for Carol. You got the walker trap. You got just a line of walkers chained up, blocking the path so that they can't get by. And then it looks like Sasha's shooting up into the woods, and it looks like whoever she's shooting at is shooting back at them. But doesn't really look like they're trying to kill Rick's group. And I think Negan told them he wants all of them alive. He doesn't want any of them to be shot and murdered, because he wants to line them up and teach them a lesson himself. So I think this whole trap right here is to just keep them alive and lure them to a special location where Negan's going to end up appearing at. And you got Rick. I think this is probably in the very beginning of the episode. He might be right outside of Alexandria, because I don't think that's a log cabin. I think that might be maybe a semi in the road with a bunch of logs on it, or that might be the firewood that they chopped up. Who knows? And that one right there, this one, I don't know who this could be. The hand looks slightly chunky, and it's bloody, and they're carrying Carol's rosary. Now if you look at this right here, it kind of looks like Daryl's vest, but I'm really doubting it, because I know that Daryl doesn't go out looking for Carol. He goes out looking for Dwight, so I don't see why he would find her rosary. I think this might be one of the saviors that Carol gets into an altercation with. And you got all them looking out at the saviors. Wait, go back. This trailer is so fast. You got Morgan walking into a house or a building of some sort. I don't know if this is where he's going to find Carol, or maybe he's just looking for rations to aid him on his journey. We'll have to wait and find out. But I did read that he does find Carol. She's injured. He patches her up, talks to her, and they end up coming across some other survivors. Now that could mean they discover the kingdom from the comic books. What? Doubting it, but it is a possibility. They're running through the woods. Then as you can see, Abraham and Rick are carrying somebody, and I think that somebody is most likely Maggie, because they're not in the RV. They're not just going to leave Maggie behind in the RV. to suffer. So since they were blocked off and they couldn't get around in the RV, they decided to run on foot. I don't know if they were trying to run back to Alexandria or run to the hilltop. Regardless, it looks like Negan finds them, because that looks like a spotlight from probably one of Negan's trucks. And this is where they all get captured. As you can see, pimp-ass Negan in his motorcycle jacket with the little red scarf. I don't think he's wearing a glove on his left hand. I think he has the boxer wrap. And I think he's got the black glove on his right hand that he uses to hold Lucille with. As you can see, somebody's head's right there, so you know they're all lined up. And he's getting ready to give his speech and do the old "Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo." Now this is the part that worries me, just because it looks like it's a POV. It looks like this is where he selects who is going to end up getting their head bashed in. I think he's going to be doing the "Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo," just like he does in the comics. And then right when he's about to choose who it's going to be, the camera switches to that person's point of view. He gets chosen, or she gets chosen. He tells them, bring him up. So the rest of the fucking episode is just you looking through their eyes. You get hit in the head, eyes open, they're blurry. Hit you again, you fall to the ground, you open your eyes back up, it's blurry. Hit you with the final blow, screen cuts to black, the credits roll, boom. That's it. Now, that information came from a very reliable source. It came from where all the episode 14 information came from that turned out to be 100% accurate. Came from the source of the episode 15 information, which I'm pretty positive is going to be 100% accurate. So, you know, it sucks that it's probably going to end up being a cliffhanger, but it's better for AMC. Because AMC, all they care about is ratings, man. They don't really care about us fans. Sure, they want to make a good show for us, but they also want to make sure that their ratings are high. And what better way to get them ratings skyrocketing than to leave a fucking cliffhanger showing somebody get their head bashed in and nobody knowing who it is and having to wait till October, because they know everybody and their mama and their grandmama are going to be tuning in during the season 7 premiere to see who it was that actually got their head bashed in. But anyways, there it is. That's my analyzation of this short little trailer. It's pretty crazy how you can analyze a 30-second trailer and it end up being like fucking 13 minutes long. How's that even fucking possible, man? Holy shit. I apologize, guys. I really did not mean it to be this long. I was hoping it was going to be maybe 7-8 minutes tops. But man, once I get on like a specific topic, I'll just start talking and then the time just starts to dwindle away. It's insane. But anyways, hope you enjoyed the analyzation. If you did, hit that like, leave a comment. If you didn't, hit that dislike and leave a hateful comment. Whatever you want to do, it's up to you. Anyways, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace out!